Hello, and welcome to the FERPA Awareness training brought to you by the Office of the Registrar. This training is designed to ensure student workers are aware of the FERPA policies and procedures here on the campus of UNCW. The University of North Carolina Wilmington is legally and ethically obligated to protect the confidentiality of students' records. The material that follows is designed to heighten awareness of the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, also known as FERPA, in students who are employed by the university. Almost all employees will come into contact with student education information at one time or another. For this reason, online training has been created to build an awareness of FERPA. In this training, we will discuss the following topics: the purpose of FERPA, important definitions, the types of information that can be given out without a student's consent, the process in which students can consent to the release of non-directory information, school officials, your responsibilities, what you can do to help, violations, what to do in case of an emergency, and one key point to remember. To begin, what is the purpose of FERPA? FERPA is a federal law that grants several rights to students, among them the right to review and inspect their education records, seek amendment to their education records, consent to the disclosure of education records, be notified of their rights under FERPA, file a complaint with the Family Policy Compliance Office in Washington, D.C. What information can be given out without a student's consent? Directory information includes name, classification, local address, local or contact telephone listing, UNCW email address, place of birth, major fields of study, participation in officially recognized activities and sports, dates of attendance, degrees, awards, honors, and scholarships received, most recent previous educational agency or institution attended by the student. Additionally, weight, height, and date of birth of members of the athletic teams. Remember, some students at UNCW instruct that the university not disclose even this basic information. If you are unsure what information may be released, always check with your supervisor. How do students consent to the release of non-directory information? Generally, UNCW must have written and signed permission from the student before releasing non-directory information from a student's education record. Examples of non-directory information include Social Security number, tuition charges, student ID number, telephone numbers, grades and related information, date and place of birth, disciplinary actions, ethnicity, advisor's name, residency status, and class schedule and courses completed. School officials. That's you. A school official is a person employed by UNCW in an administrative, supervisory, academic, research, support staff, or student worker position. As a student employee, if you have access to student education records in order to perform your job duties, you may be considered a school official. School officials may perform a task that is specified in your position description, perform a task related to a student's education or a student's discipline, provide a service or benefit to the student, and/or maintain safety or security on campus. Your responsibilities. You may not release or otherwise disclose private, non-directory information to which you are privy to anyone, including a parent or spouse, and/or to a UNCW official who does not need to know. Again, examples include Social Security number, tuition charges, student ID number, grades and related information, date and place of birth, disciplinary actions, ethnicity, advisor's name, residency status, and class schedule and courses completed. This applies at work and in your personal time. For example, when you're eating at the Hawk's Nest, in your dorm, hanging out at the mall, etc. You are not permitted to seek personal benefit or to allow others to benefit from confidential information that has come to you as a result of your work assignment. You should report any suspected violations of FERPA to your supervisor immediately. What can you do to help? 1. Do not discuss student information where others who do not need to know may overhear. And 2, encourage students to keep their personal information secure, for example, CNET, MySeaport, and email passwords. What is a violation? Failure to comply with FERPA is a violation of federal law. The maximum sanction allowed under the law is loss of federal funding for UNCW. Examples of violations include telling a friend about the grades of another student that you saw while you were filing, leaving reports or computer screens in view of others, giving out information about another student's grades to a reporter, or tweeting or blogging about another student's grades. What do you do if there is an emergency? If you are confronted with a medical and/or safety emergency, call Public Safety at 910-962-2222. In conclusion, the golden rule to remember is, if in doubt, don't give it out. Notify your supervisor right away and they can assist you. Question 1. Which of these is not considered directory information? A. Student-athlete weight and height. B. Student's place of birth. C. Student's class schedule. Or D. Student's name. And the correct answer is C. A student's class schedule is not considered directory information. Question number 2. As a work-study student, are you a school official? And the answer is true. As a work-study student, you are a school official. Question number 3. Which of these is a violation of FERPA? A. Telling a friend about the grades of another student that you saw while you were filing. B. Leaving reports or computer screens in view of others. C. Giving out information about another student's grades to a reporter. D. Tweeting or blogging about another student's grades. Or E. All of the above. And the answer is E. All of the above.